Hi, it's good to see you again and welcome if this is your first time. Today I'm going to talk about something that tends to affect a lot of seniors, and it has just affected me also, and that's diabetes 2. About 6 months ago, a little over 6 months ago, my doctor told me I had gone into the area of diabetes 2, and he wanted to put me on medication. My number was 6.6 of the A1C test, which is the test they do for determining the diabetes 2. And it's pretty all-inclusive because it covers your lifestyle over a period of time. You don't even have to do a fasting unless they're testing something that needs the fasting at the same time. But they can see how you've been doing, not just for a week or anything, but what your lifestyle is like. And I had ventured into that area of diabetes 2. So they wanted to put me on medication, and I had told them I wanted to try and correct this without medication. My doctor agreed with me and decided that he would see me again in 6 months. So I looked at my lifestyle. Sugar wasn't that big of a problem at the time, except that I did maybe roller coaster with it from time to time. But I had to learn what I could and could not eat. And my husband did some research for me, which was really nice. I'm going to read you one thing here that he wrote out for me besides listing some of the foods. But meats are okay. We have to watch the sauces and sugars. Any non-starchy vegetable is okay, and you can eat as much as you want of that. But the starchy vegetables are tricky and best to avoid them. Potatoes for sure, and corn. 2 vegetables I just love. Limit our breads. Tortillas are okay. I don't get that, but tortillas are okay, and dairy is okay. Cereals are not good except for bran cereal and real oatmeal. Fruits, you need to check a list. Anything below 55 in the glycemic index is okay. And grapefruit is one of the lowest. I don't like grapefruit. So I might do an apple from time to time. Not that much, but from time to time, because the apple is, I believe, 35. Or it is 38. Rice. I'm from Guam, and rice, I have a big rice cooker. We did rice all the time. My kids love rice. My husband loves rice. And I've had to change that considerably. I do brown rice now. It's not the same. But from time to time, I might give myself a fist-size amount of white rice. Make a small amount for dinner, and we finish it in the one meal. But I mainly use brown rice. And it's bad. It's really bad for you in the glycemic area. Legumes, you can eat all you want. Just be sure it's legumes. There's a difference between legumes and peas and beans, and you just have to know your legumes. You're gonna have to do a little studying. Nuts are okay. Pastas made with white flour are not good, and that's another change I've made in our household is whole wheat spaghetti. Whole wheat pastas. There are some other grain pastas you can use also. Food, or the best thing to do is to cut out all sugar. That's a very hard thing I know to do for many, many people. It was for me. But we found a sugar called Whey Low that we have incorporated into our lifestyle. My husband is not diabetic by any means, but I had been, while I was dealing with dieting, anything like that, I was using the sugars that aren't sugars. They're, the Splenda and such substitutes, the sugar substitutes, sodas with sugar substitute, the packets with the sugar that were sugar substitutes at the restaurants and even here at home. But I knew they weren't good either. But there was nothing else I could do. I had to have that sweetness. I live in the South, and I love sweet tea. And we found this sugar at a friend's at a 4th of July party, and she had served her iced tea made with this sugar called Whey Low. And I keep telling you, it's sugar. It is not a substitute. It is a sugar. It was developed by a PhD, Dr. Lee Zinner, because his wife became diabetic too. And he wanted her to have a good lifestyle. He wanted her to get the sweetness that she wanted too, but wanted her to be healthy. So he developed Whey Low. Guess from what? We know sugar comes from beets, from cane, other things in other countries. Sugar can come from a lot of different things, but this comes from the whey in milk, W-H-E-Y. And the company's called Whey Low. The company doesn't even know I'm making this video. I am telling you because I want to share it with you. They make a sugar. It's not a substitute, remember. It is a real sugar, 100% all natural sugar. It has on the back, it tells that it's equal. 1 cup sugar equals 1 cup Whey Low. This is the sugar. Says here for diabetics, it's a revolutionary new sweetener to replace sugar 1-for-1 in all your favorite foods. The patented blend of all natural sugars, when used in combination with dietary carbohydrates, is regarded as low-calorie and low-glycemic, as this blend requires less insulin for conversion and reduces blood glucose levels by 70% compared to sucrose. And they, of course, have a patent on it and stuff. So we ordered some. We had already tried it at a friend's. We ordered some. Now, it is more expensive than the white sugar you buy at the grocery store. And the way that can be combated is that this sugar should be used for the diabetic in the household. I put my sugar in a little container, it says whey on it, and I have separate sugar for the kids, or if I'm baking something for the church. Now, if I'm baking something for myself and my family, I have used the Whey Low brown sugar and the Whey Low powdered sugar. Both of them are just like regular powdered sugar and regular brown sugar, except that when you're baking with it, I can use it in hot oatmeal or hot tea, and it tastes just the same as sugar. It doesn't change taste like sugar substitutes do in heat. But if you're baking with it, you do have to lower your temperature. I believe lower the temperature 10 degrees. Otherwise it gets darker quicker. But you would have to check that out at their site to be sure. I'm pretty sure it's 10 degrees. I don't bake that much. And when I order the large amounts of them, several of these larger bags, and I get free shipping. They also throw in these little individual purse size sweeteners you can take when you go into a restaurant. So I got a bunch of those. Now they have something I don't know if it's new to them, but it's new to us. My husband happened to notice it on their site, and it is Whey Low powder for making ice cream. Here it is. Here it is. This is for making ice cream. We haven't tried it yet, but my husband thought it would be a good idea. We do and have gotten the low-cal Waylow or the low-cal ice creams at the grocery store. But we live in a really small town, a small southern town and near the Gulf, and we don't get much variety in no sugar added ice creams. So we haven't tried it yet. We just got this recently in our last order. So I'll add a little something to this video after we do it to let you know what we made and how good it was. But I expect it will be fine. This is the Whey Low sugar. Looks just like any other sugar, or real sugar, what you would call real sugar. I call this real sugar because it is real sugar. It is made, it's just made from a different substance, in this case whey. And I think that's about it, but I love this stuff. I encourage you to go to their site, Waylow, one word, WHEYLOW.com, and find out about the prices, more information than I've given you. And I encourage you to just try a little bit. That's what I did first also, to see if we liked it. Now we're regular customers. They also every month have a special so that you can order in bulk a little bit with a discounted price. And they will let you know that every month how to do that. I hope this has helped some of you. Oh, I wanted to tell you, 6 months ago, my my A1C level was 6.6, and I believe the maximum is 6.5. Over that, you're considered diabetic too. So I just had the results from my A1C test come back a couple days ago, and I am 6.4. And I plan to do a lot more, adding more exercise to my program here, and to supplement what I'm doing dieting to help me get even lower and stay lower. So I'll let you know that too. I hope this has helped some of you, and I hope you'll at least try. It's a great opportunity to have the sweetness. If you're hooked on sweet taste like I am, and like so many people are, you'll be very happy to have something, actual sugar that you can use as a diabetic. There is also a diabetes sugar. Different from this one, more for like the juvenile diabetics and such, I believe. I know there is another one there for the insulin taking diabetics. So check it out. There's something there for everyone. And life is good, no matter what. You can always find a reason for life being good, and I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for stopping by.